What's going on, guys? Bao here, back with some fairy tales. So let's get into this. Hey, we're going to be checking out everything, well, almost everything. I don't know how many parts this is going to split up into, but either going to be a really long video or split up into multiple parts. I haven't decided, but yeah, we're pretty much going to try to cover everything in this. So yeah, if you guys want to know anything about the game, then watch it, I guess. I don't know where to start actually. I guess we'll start on the main menu screen and stuff like that. Do have a ton of screenshots, so yeah, if you guys were wondering what stuff is in this game, how to get stuff done, we'll start with the screenshots and then we'll go into the actual game, so that way we just stick to one or the other. So here's the main menu, as you guys can see. Basically, change accounts. This is going to be the first thing that you see at the bottom if you guys are looking to change accounts. So there it is if you guys get that. And then of course you come to your details if you guys ever need to log back in. I'll show you where your password and ID is, and pretty easy to actually get to and pretty easy for other people to see, so watch out when you're clicking on that because somebody can just straight up take it. But you have your ID, password, and stuff like that. And then here we go. So this was created last year, so there's some stuff on here that is not like the new stuff that isn't here. We'll cover that after we get through all the screenshots and stuff, like the new fragments and stuff like that. Of course, are not on here yet, but everything else is. So you can see your level and guild. Basically, this tab up here will show you your ID as well. It'll show your ID, your password, and stuff like that. So never click that, especially if you're making videos or screenshots. I don't know, but that's what it is. You guys can read everything else. You got experience, AP, jewels, gems, banners, chat. Pretty much all this stuff is going to be the same, except for there's a few new additions, which I'll get into. There's another thing here that you're going to be missing. All this other stuff though is pretty much going to be the same. You got your inventory, you got a guild, like all this stuff is pretty simple, but some people still not too sure what everything is. PvP, shop, stuff like that, main story, guild, events and stuff. So if you guys want any more information on that, there you go. And then of course if you click the thing right here, it'll take you to this page, which will give you your name, all this stuff, but your password and ID are going to be right here. So I would recommend taking a screenshot of that, and just in case you ever lose or you have to restart, I don't in case you lose it, I guess. Yeah, so your ID is first, your password second, and those will change if you, I think, apply it to a new phone or device. There's a few times they'll change, but always making sure you have that is going to be the main thing. So make sure you guys have that. And then everything else is pretty much the same. You got the badges and stuff like that. Badges, pretty much simple. I mean, you'll have the new ones, the locked ones, stuff like that. They don't really do too much, but they're there. Here is going to be the times for, what is it? The times for the EXP, the heart, the blue, stuff like that, which you're going to actually need to know if you're going to be wanting to get some of the other stuff later on. But here it is. This is Monday. I'll go through all the days. You can pause it if you want to know a certain day and stuff like that. They pretty much stick to the same schedule, so if you ever wanted to get on for like the Joel quest, there are the times. Next up is going to be the icons. Basically, some people still don't know what these are. First one is going to be your character boost. So anytime you have like an event that gives you a ton of EXP for characters, good time to use those. Or if you're just trying to level up characters, this one here is going to be very important. It's going to be the account level. So anytime you do a battle, if you guys don't know, you get experience for characters and then you get experience for your account. Two different things. And then the last one, which a lot of people probably don't know, is going to be the boost friendship. If you guys don't know, if you can actually go into your card or your character, there's basically going to be a bar for your friendship. If you max that out, they get extra stats and stuff. So that's basically what that's for. It's honestly, as you're leveling up, you'll be getting friendship. I don't really use the friendship one just because you're going to be using those characters a lot, but if you just want to waste them, I don't know what you want to do with them. That's basically what that's for. The box, of course, is going to be basically ×2 of whatever event you use it on. For the, like, if you're using it on fragments, for like an event, I don't know, tickets, I don't know, whatever the hell is dropping out of the event you're going to be using it on is basically what that's for. Next up, you're going to have, well, you can basically read that. It's 15%, 30% defense, attack. There's actually two different ones. One is more, one is less, but you can clearly see the percent, so you should already know what that is. This one is basically going to be the ×2, basically double up whatever the coin. So there's an actual coin event for, I think they have them every day at certain times. Really good time to use that. Instead of getting like 50k, I'll get 100k. Basically to build up a ton of coins. You're gonna need coins. If you don't know, there's a ton of stuff you can actually use them for, and it's very good to have them. Next up is gonna be the PvP system. If you guys didn't know, maxing this out is very useful. Honestly, by the time you max this out though, I don't know how useful it's going to be, but you should be doing this every day just for the fact that if you max this out at certain levels, it'll give you certain things. Apparently once you fully max it though, it does give you a free 4-star. I believe the 4-star you get is not random. The one I'm actually looking at says you get Juvia as a free 4-star, but you also get 3 gems. So I don't really care about the 4-star, but the 3 gems, very important. It is really hard to max this out just playing every day. It's going to take you a while, but you do get stuff as your points go higher, so make sure you're doing it every day. If not, I mean, it's really up to you if you want to do it or not. Next is, okay, so basically creating the, alright, anyway, creating these is pretty simple. I'm actually going to show you how to do it. So if you guys didn't know, it just basically shows you how it is. I'm actually going to show you how to do it, so we'll talk about that more as we go through it, but here is basically what it says in English, if you guys are wondering. Next up is basically banner. You guys can see what the things are, some individual stuff like that. Pretty much this one's pretty simple, but still throw it in there just because some people still ask. I don't know why. This is basically to do with the other one we just showed you guys, this page here. I'll show you guys that when I get to it, because like I said, I don't want to switch between the game and stuff like that, but here's basically what it says, so if you guys want to know. Then we have the main one, which is going to be characters, magic, lacrimas, the other item, which we'll get into, like I said. And then the last thing is basically how you're going to be getting the newest thing in the game, which a lot of people don't know how to get. It's basically they traded some of the stuff in the game for, and you basically have to farm it now. Etherion, which is from the quest. So basically you got Blue, EXP, the Heart, and Jewel Quest. You're going to be getting them all from those. I'm basically going to show you guys that, but that's it for the screenshots. We'll actually get into the game. So this wasn't on there, which is new. This is basically the thing that they added in. So the one we were just talking about is this, the Etherion, which is going to be all the stuff that you could get. But, well, you could buy them basically. Well, these three anyway. You used to be able to buy these with coins instead of with this, but basically traded that system out for this. So this is basically a revive. You can only revive once per fight. So if you go down, you do revive. You go down again, that's it. The fight's done, you lose your AP. I would recommend saving up to get a couple of those just to have them. These I wouldn't worry about too much. It's 15%, 30%, or 15 and 15 apparently. I thought that one was 30%. Both 15% apparently. You can actually get these from quests and stuff like that as well. But if you guys are wondering how to get that, you're basically gonna have to do the blue quest, EXP quest, heart quest, jewel quest, whatever quests basically that give these out is basically what you're gonna be doing. Which you should be doing a few of those anyway, for some other stuff in game. The rest of them, however, are experience, and that's another thing that they added in, which wasn't on any of the screenshots. All these are different amounts of experience for different characters. So I think they give the same amount, 40, but it's 80 for the character that actually wants it. So each character is going to have a different one. So I think Natsu, I honestly don't remember how it goes, but basically each of these is going to be for different characters. So if you give it to the wrong character, it's only going to give you 40. If you give it to the right character, it's going to give you 80. They cost 50 per. They are worth getting. It is another source to actually get crystals or gems, whatever you want to call them, which I will show you here in a second how to use all this stuff, because that is a new system that they added in, which a lot of people keep asking. Next, we got the gold bars. Basically, events, 20 gold bars will get you a different background, which also links in with the EXP. So I'll show you guys that as well. I think I've only bought the one, just because I wasn't really focusing on these. Because anytime the event has like gold bars and stuff like that, there's also other stuff to get, which is way more important than gold bars. So yeah, I would prioritize that over anything. You can get the Christmas one. I don't know, just get the one you like, I guess. It doesn't really matter, honestly. You could also save the gold bars. I might use them for something else later. Next up is going to be these. I did show this in a previous video. But these books, a lot of people keep asking. You can get them daily. It's basically a thing you gotta do daily. Currently have 7 of them. If you get 21, you get a free 4-star. Get 28, you can pick from two of these characters. I don't know if these reset or not. But the top number is the amount you need. The bottom number is how many you can get. So you can get one of each of these. And then you have 2 different banners. You also have these, which we also talked about, which are the fragments. So if you want to watch that, I guess you can go watch that other video. I think I'll just name it something for fragments. I don't know exactly what I'm going to name it. But you just basically need 100 of these, which it actually gives you the 100 amount to plus 1 a character, any character. So I recommend getting those. Another thing is the crystals. As you can see, you can get 100 of them. It's basically 300 because you get times 3. So same with this one, you can actually get 300. But it does cost 7 per. So you can either go for the characters first. So you can go for the ticket if you're really looking for a 4-star. If you're looking for one of these, you can grab those. Honestly, I would focus on the crystals because they're going to be worth more. And then you have the books, which are apparently infinite, so there's that, which I'll get into the books as well. There's just so much to cover to get through all of this, so yeah, we'll just keep going. I don't know how many parts this video is going to split up into, if I do decide to split it up, but yeah, so here's the current event that they have going on. Any events that they have that drop anything will be in this page here, unless it's like for the fragments or... There's a few events where you don't actually have to come here. You'll go to a different event that's going on to get the stuff done. So for now, like the book one, or if they have any of those other ones, it'll pop up here. You get whatever you have, and then you'll get, for this, 20 of them for him. It'll be different amounts. You can get up to, well, you can actually get up to 3. I already bought one. So the current event going on, you'll prioritize what you need. Honestly, I always go for crystals first because they're important. You're gonna need them. I think this one gave us 5. I think it was 5. It usually gives you 5. Sometimes they'll have multiple events that drop stuff, so there'll be like 2 tabs. You'll be able to get 10. It just all depends. Like these, you can get 5 of them. These, you can get 3 because they're 5 stars. They also have this, and then they have the cakes and stuff like that too. They cost 1, but they're unlimited, so worry about that last. Get everything else first. For me, I'm gonna go with that. I'm going to get the character because we might need it for most of these 4-star, 3-star characters that they give away in events. You do need them for other events, so I would recommend getting those first so that we don't have to ever get them again. Also, some event characters only go +2, so make sure, like this guy gave us 3 of them, so I'm guessing he might only go +2 instead of going +4, which we'll talk about here in a second, but that's basically level 110 instead of level 120. You will also need these to 5-star him if you're gonna go that route. This, it's the event stuff. I don't know exactly what we're using for it, but there'll be different stuff. There'll be different stuff on every event, so just figure out what goes where. On this, honestly, the fragments, it depends. Like if you have Wendy and that's one of your main characters, go with Wendy because you're gonna get 6 of these. 6 of the books is gonna get you 1 of these instead of 15 of the books is get you 1 of these. These can use for any character. These you have to use for Wendy. So just pick which one you're gonna be going for. I'm probably gonna go for these because I have both these characters, but I'm not using either of them. I'd rather have these. So that's the order I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna get the crystals, character. I'm probably actually gonna get these just because I don't know what they're used for yet. I did buy 3 of them, and then I'll probably grab that, and then everything else I will grab as I go along. Like these I'll probably get because they're only 3 and they're 5 stars. Probably get this just in case I need them. I'll probably also get this, although it's 100. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit harder. But anytime you have an event that is going on, it's gonna be here. So I'll show you this event. Although there isn't, like sometimes you'll like get stuff that drops and then you could have it for a different event or stuff like that. So just make sure you know what you're getting and stuff like that. These are event character events, so you have a chance to get characters, which you should already know if you're playing the game. So they have a chance to drop the characters. They also have a chance to drop the fragments, and then they have a chance to drop 4-star material, 2-star material. Like it goes all the way down. So it just depends on what you're dropping and what they have in each of the events, because all the events are different. Yeah, the fragment battles, which just give you fragments. You have the quest or boost bonus, which is basically PvP tickets or guild quests, because you use the same tickets for like the guild stuff. So if you need that, and then you have the stuff you're going to be using to level up your skills and stuff like that, which also drops the Etherion and stuff like that. So if you guys are wondering how you get some of that stuff, that's what it's going to be right there. So you'll have like currently there's not a Plu event going on, experience events, the Makarov and Lexus one, stuff like that. So if you guys see any of that, that's how you're gonna get the Etherion, which is very useful, of course, which is this stuff here. So if you guys are wondering how to get that, that's how you get it. Basically gotta do those events. It drops random amounts, so honestly you're gonna have to figure out how much each event gives you and stuff like that, but you should be doing a few of that stuff anyway. Like the silver and stuff like that, you guys should be getting a ton of that stuff because there is a ton of stuff you're going to use it for. I only have 4.5 million, which is not a lot because I use it all the time. So I would have, if I wasn't using it, I'd probably have 20, 30 million, maybe even more. But you should be using, if you have that event, you should be using some AP to get that if you need some coin. If not, that's fine. It's really up to you what you want to be farming for. Here's the other part of events and stuff like that. So you have this main part, and then anytime you're gonna have quests, I guess basically we'll call them quests, they'll pop up here. So this round of events does have quests. Each quest is gonna be different for different events. So just because these ones are like this, there's gonna be different stuff for them. But basically you're just gonna want to get them done, and they'll give you different rewards for them. So you just focus on whatever you want to get done, honestly. There are the gold bars on this one if you want to get those. I'm focusing on other stuff right now, so I'm not really too heavy on this event, but there's that. Here is the overall, I guess achievements, quest, whatever you want to call them. But basically this is the login days. I don't remember exactly what everything is, but if you guys are wondering what these, how you get these, it's basically logging in every day. Just doing certain things, having a certain amount of characters, stuff like that. All this stuff is just accumulated over time, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. You'll pop them when you pop them. Some of them are PvP, some of them are just different stuff for different things. So if you want to get more into that, I'll look for it a little bit later. I don't remember which each one of them was, but it shouldn't really even matter, because if you're just getting everything else done, you'll be getting these done as well. This one, however, is the daily one, which I've already done. I should have probably saved it. Which there's, I think, 5 different quests, and then you get the diamond, so, or crystal, gem, whatever you want to call it. So you guys should be focusing on that every day. Do that first, and then do everything else. Which is pretty easy, honestly. Like fragments. I think one of them is like leveling up a character every day. So you go over here and level up characters. There's just a few things like doing quests, stuff like that. You'll figure it out as you continue to play. There's 5 quests and they're pretty easy to get done. Honestly, I do them without even remembering what to do, because that's how easy they are, as long as you're playing the game.